My name is Michael Jordan, and I knew Lonzo Ball ever since he was a young boy. I met him when he was around 9. I knew Lavar Ball ever since we played football together in high school.
Right.
He's a very respectable man. A lot of people have him misconstrued, but I had plenty of experiences with him in my lifetime. The first thing I ever noticed about Lavar was his teeth. He always had those yellow teeth when we was children. He would eat those Cheetos. That was his favorite snack. He would love the Cheetos.
Gotta do it.
And he would eat those on a daily basis. His son, Lonzo, is a very good basketball player. I had a few experiences with him when he was growing up. One time, Lavar brought him over to my house and he stayed the night with my children.
Right.
And they were watching cartoons, and Lonzo kept wanting to turn it to Cinemax, and I told him, young man, you can't turn it to Cinemax because there's nasty stuff on there.
Right.
So eventually I wound up falling asleep, and all the other children fell asleep, but I noticed that the TV was still on. So I went downstairs to see what the problem was, and Lonzo, he was down there watching nasty movies. I didn't tell his father on him. I didn't want to get him in trouble, but I told him to turn that off and to go upstairs and go to bed.
Right.
And I finished watching the movie for him, you know, because it was a real nice movie. It was blondes and brunettes and stuff like that. As far as him playing for the Lakers, I don't think that's going to be a good idea, because the Lakers organization, I don't think they're ready for Lavar Ball. When we was growing up, when we was young children, Lavar always had a strong personality. And he also always had those strong yellow teeth like that. That's nothing new. His teeth always been like that ever since we were children, like I told you. His favorite snacks was Cheetos, and when they came out with the Kraft's macaroni and cheese, it was over.
Oh, damn.
Lonzo was doing real good at UCLA, and he went to high school at Chino Hills High School, and that's a highly populated Mexican high school, so, you know, he's into the gang banging and stuff like that, but hopefully he won't get caught up in it too bad, because he's trying to make it to the NBA. But there's a lot of gangbangers in the NBA already. But if he goes there, I just pray that he don't be too hardcore into that gangbanging stuff, because Lavar Ball used to do a little gangbanging when we was children. He would bang on anybody for a bag of Cheetos, because that was his thing. You can tell by his teeth. And of course he smoked cigarettes and drink coffee, but who don't do that nowadays? Because that's the normal thing for people our age to do. I just got done smoking some coffee and drinking some cigarettes before I started telling the world about my experiences with these two people. But if you think that Lavar Ball is an asshole, that's not necessarily true. He's a nice man. It's just that he's very passionate about his children, and he should be, because I've had experiences with all of his children, you know, and they're all very, very good kids. And the world think that just because Lavar Ball says the things that he says, that his children isn't good children, but they're all good children. And his wife, when I knew him, when we was hanging and stuff, I was there the same night he met his wife, actually.
Oh, really?
And I remember we was at the Jigaboo. Well, y'all call it a club now, but back in them days, it was a Jigaboo, and we was there, and it was nothing but a bunch of sisters in the club. And then Tina came in the club, and I remember it like it was yesterday, because she was just so pretty. You know, her skin was just shining off of the light, you know. It's like it was reflecting off of her pearly skin and everything. So I went over and talked to her, and we started chatting for a little bit. And I thought she was going to be my wife, because it felt like we were soulmates.
Wow.
But then Lavar brought his yellow ass over there, and with them bright teeth, you know, and she talked to him because he was getting a scholarship to go play professional football, and I was still working at Wendy's, so she decided to be with him. But that's the past. But they're all good people. I just want to let the world know that Lonzo and Lavar Ball are not bad people, and Lonzo, he is going to do major things in the NBA. I know he has a freaky side, because when he was a child, I caught him with himself, but I'm not going to speak on that no more, because I have plenty of experiences with people in the entertainment business and the NBA, the NFL, all over the world. And I just really appreciate you, Sean Blazington, letting me use your platform to tell the world about these type of things.
No doubt, this is for the people.
Well, that's the whole point, because Lonzo is not a bad person. His father says things about him that he has no control over. You know, Lonzo just a Frankenstein-looking young fella. You know, he never hurt nobody. And his teeth is yellow too, just like his father's. But that's a family trait, because his father's teeth was yellow like that. So I don't know why everybody's giving Lavar such a bad rap.
Well, the thing is, Lavar Ball, he says things in the media that's going to affect his son once he reached, you know, once he gets to the NBA.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. You have to understand, when Lavar gets in your face and starts talking to you, you don't want to talk to him that much no more, because when that cheddar get the bouncing off his teeth, you're gonna not say nothing because you don't want him to say nothing else. So when Lonzo gets in the NBA and those boys try to test him, and his father walks over and start talking and start breathing on them boys, they're not going to want those type of problems. So Lonzo really don't have nothing to worry about at all. He's going to be just fine in the NBA, but he's not going to be good with the Lakers organization, because Lonzo, he don't go for that talking behind the back type of stuff, you know, because that boy D'Angelo Russell, he'll do it. He'll talk about you behind your back. I met D'Angelo Russell too.
Hold on, we're gonna save that.
Okay, we'll save that for another video. I met all these young men before, and I know a lot of things, Sean. I'm willing to share a lot of things with you.
Well, I really appreciate you stopping by. Is there any last words you want to say to the listeners, or is there anything else you want to say, period?
I just want to say this. Lonzo Ball, he's an excellent basketball player. His father is not perfect, but whose father is perfect? A lot of y'all judging Lavar Ball, at least he's in Lonzo's life. Where's your father? You know? If your father's still alive and he's not in your life, what does that say about you?
That's true.
You wish your father would speak up for you with his yellow teeth. So there's only so much that you can say about Lonzo Ball, because he has a family and a father that cares. So you really shouldn't give him that much flack. People is mad at his father for being his father. But I was supposed to be his father, but I'm going to save that for another video.
Yeah, we'll save that. Hey, I would love it if you guys subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. This is your boy Sean Blaze. I'm out.